Hi everyone. So welcome to Interview Factory. So let's take a look at another 20 question, 10 HR questions, 10 hiring manager question for a BA interview. Okay. So the first question, how would you deal with a difficult stakeholder? Okay, I'll give you 5 seconds. You can answer the question. All right. So let's see the sample answer. So I stay calm, listen actively, understand concerns and focus on project goals. Okay, so let's go to the next question. How would you handle disagreement with a client? Okay, so you are building softwares for external clients. So that's the case here. So I present data, explain impacts, and suggest alternatives. Okay, next question. How do you communicate under pressure? Let me give you 5 seconds. All right. Okay, I stay structured, clear, and fact focused. Okay, so we have to see as it is what's going on. So the next question, how do you explain technical topics to non-technical stakeholders? This is a very important question. Okay, so I use simple language and examples. It's good to use diagrams. So when you're explaining technical concept to non-technical stakeholders. So how do you manage multiple stakeholder expectation? Let's say in a project there are multiple stakeholders. So you have to listen carefully, document, and see which is important for customer. So by prioritizing requirements and documenting decisions. Okay. So these are all short answer. You can build more on this one. Okay. How do you handle resistance to change? I explain benefits and risk using data. Okay. So next question, what is the most important BA skills? So there are requirement gathering, analysis, communication, stakeholder management, requirements. So communication and analytical thinking. Okay. So next question, how do you resolve a conflict of opinions? Okay. I facilitate discussion and align on goals. Okay. So ninth question, how do you ensure clarity in analysis? Okay. By summarizing and validating and understanding. So our last HR question, how do you prepare for a stakeholder meeting? Any meeting you have to prepare, okay? By reviewing goals and prepare questions. Okay, again, I'm just reminding you, these are short answers, so you have to build it, okay? So now let's take a look, 10 hiring manager question. What issues could a Christmas themed e-commerce site face? So this question purposely made for a theme related question, seasonal website. So seasonal traffic spikes and inventory issues. So there can be inventory and performance, right? Because a lot of users are trying to buy similar type of product, and also sales are more high, right? So explain SQL its main clauses. Select to retrieve an item. from which table were filtered, grouped, and ordered by. Okay. Why is analytical reporting important? It supports data-driven decisions. What makes analytical reporting effective? Clear, actionable insights. Describe a time you redirected a client. I use data to show risk and alternatives. Which BA diagrams are commonly used? Process flow, data flow diagram, use case diagrams. Next question. Sorry. Why are diagrams valuable? They simplify complex concepts. What tools do BA use most? Excel, SQL, documentation, Jira, Confluence, diagramming tool, Visio, Miro. Okay. What is scope creep? So this question you heard from all the interview questions, right? So this is a common question. Uncontrolled addition of requirements, unexpected requirements. How do you reconcile conflict data? By validating sources and cross-checking data. Thank you, everyone. We'll see another interview question series. Thank you.